Daddy Scrubs make every dad feel special and involved during one of life's most exciting times. Get your Daddy Scrubs at daddyandcompany.com.
Welcome to My Life as a Dad. Today's guest is Zen Freeman. So what brought you into DJ? What got you into the music side?
DJing kind of got me into the music production side, you know, and it was, I was 13 making my own turntable setups from old belt drive record players and then recording the set onto cassette, and then we lived in a country village, so we'd take the bus to school. So I had a captive audience of 50 kids every morning.
Right.
And that was, you know, that was it, my first. So I would do it, and they, you know, that went down well. And then I got the real setup, and then just for years continued. Back then, it was all about having a relationship with labels to get them to send you free records, basically, or you would make friends with the guys that worked in the record store. So if 2 copies of something that you wanted came in, they would put one on the side, you know. That was kind of my thing. So I spent kind of ruined my career as a footballer, because I used to spend my Saturday mornings down waiting for the records to come in. And then from years of, you know, it just, for me, it was like, it was never really a money maker. It was more of a hobby, which is probably why I think I ended up doing so well with it. But I traveled, and then sometimes would take, you know, I'd take a couple of crates, go to Tokyo, I went to Sydney and kind of worked there, then bought more records. When I actually moved to LA, I completely stopped DJing because it's a completely different market here. It was very kind of urban hip-hop, rock and hip-hop DJs were doing really well, and it wasn't really my thing. And so I kept it at home. And then about 8 years ago, I kind of saw a very drastic change with the music coming from Europe. And before, LA kind of had its own bubble going on musically. It was different in every other city that I was working at. And then, yeah, just for 7, 8 years ago, it kind of exploded. You know, there's a big thing for DJs here, and then that got me. Had an interesting conversation in a club after one of my sets with Paul Oakenfold about 8 years ago, and he was like, "You should do this. You should stop producing, and you should come on the road with me and play this gig. And you know, we're going to open a club in Vegas and play house music." Right. Next year. It's going to be amazing, you know. Now look at Vegas. You know? Right. So that's kind of how it all started.
Mm-hmm. If you were to think right now, what does being a dad mean to you? So with everything else you got going on in your career and those other kind of things, but what does being a dad mean?
Well, I mean, it's for me, it's the greatest thing that ever really happened. It kind of gave me complete fulfillment. But before, I mean, I was in a position where I thought I had a dream job and everything was amazing, but I was out and I was on the road and I was drinking and, you know, And the second, kids just brought, you know, it really is I don't think you've really experienced fulfillment or, you know, full, you know, life until you have them, you know. And I have a lot of friends who are kind of in there, you know, they're, you know, Brits or, you know, Aussie guys or New Yorkers or LA guys, and they're in their 40s. And they just don't, you know, they'll just never really, you know, understand what I can, you know, what I feel like, and, you know, my relationship with the kids. So for me, it's, you know, it's the most, hands down, the most amazing thing that's ever happened.
My life as a dad.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe to our channel. We'll have new videos every Tuesday. Click here to like and click here to share with your friends. Sponsored by Daddy and Company, the perfect gifts for dad. Get 15% off your next purchase at daddyandcompany.com using promo code MLAAD15.